Yo, 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 what's going on, people? Welcome to Throwdown episode 360. Oh, 360, baby. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, man. I'm your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I'm joined by Emilio Lopez.
What's up, people? How's it going?
Chris Seeley.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Carlos Romero.
Yo.
Adam Vale.
What up, Vice City?
And Brian Manjoma.
In the immortal words of the Don, look at how they massacred my boy.
Oh, man. We're going to talk about that. We will talk about that. Throwdown 360. I feel we should do something special for this episode. We didn't have nothing planned. I had no idea it was 360. You know, we're coming back around. We're going to bring Jeezy back, you know. Hey, listen, shout out to Jeezy, man. Without him, actually, Throwdown may have existed in another form, but, you know, that was the genesis of it, you know. And Riku too. Riku was asking some interesting questions on Twitter today. He was saying he was saying like it was something along the lines of like if a game that is cross gen, can a game that's cross gen be considered eligible for game of the generation? Right. My thing was like too early to be having this conversation, bro. And by the time it is appropriate to have this conversation, cross gen games won't exist. So I told him your question's kind of irrelevant, bro. Because like, think about it. Who's going to go Ratchet and Clank Game of the Generation? That's insane to say. You know, like the generation hasn't even started yet. As far as I'm concerned, the generation probably won't start for another 2 years. Let's just be real here. You know.
Yo, man, when you said Rico had a question, I'm like, well, you asking about Falcom or something?
Yeah, no, but of course he brought up Falcom in there, you know, because I brought that up. I was like, dude, no one's gonna be releasing cross-gen games at the end of the generation. And he's like, talk to Falcom. I'm like, okay, Riku, man. Blitz Dumeke says episode 360. Hope for no red rings of death.
Oh, dude.
you
man, don't jinx us, son.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. Anyway, man, Throwdown is back, and we got some new, kind of a little bit light news this week, to be honest. But we got some stuff. We're gonna start off with the first story here, which is actually very disappointing, heartbreaking, even. You know, Adam, man. Steam Deck, man, delayed by 2 months, baby.
Man, once I saw that come in my mailbox, I was like, oh, and you know me with the emails, but everybody got this one, and we were talking about it just like a week ago. We were like, we would think at some point soon that first batch of people that were supposed to get it for the Christmas, because remember that's what they said, first batch would be around December holiday, they said, of 2021, would receive some notice of when it's going to arrive, and we haven't heard anything. I don't know anyone that's part of that first batch, and then sure enough, boom, it's a delayed 2 months. Really doesn't impact us because we weren't the first batch.
No, we weren't, but it does impact us because ours are also delayed by 2 months.
Okay. Yeah. You know? And they said, but it also says that could change. So it all depends on the supply and demand.
Yeah, it could change.
It could change it to 3 months.
Get delayed by a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it could definitely because of the supply shortages and stuff. So yeah, it could go all the way to the far end of the year, or maybe a little sooner. Who knows? But I was expecting it to be delayed. It just, there was no way they were going to hit this holiday season. I didn't see it happening, so I was like, all right, whatever. We'll see. Either way, it's definitely, I'm hoping it's definitely sometime next year, because that would suck if they're like, oh yeah, by the way, how's 2023 sound for you guys?
Listen, man, at this point, you never know. It's usually, you know what the cause, the chip shortage, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, Carlos, they didn't blame the Rona, though, so I know you're happy about that, because that was like the thing last year. Everybody, the Rona.
This should...
This is the cause and effect. This is the effect of that.
What happened, Carlos?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, when you start something and announce something during the Rona, then you better as well know the type of things that can happen during the Rona.
Yeah. So this is the other thing that's been going on, you know?
I mean, it's crazy because we've all pre-ordered our Steam Decks for the most part. I think probably over 100 people on Twitter I know have pre-ordered a Steam Deck. Yeah. No one, and it was all of us have done it day one. None of us got the day and date.
No.
I have literally seen 0 people post a picture, mention on Twitter, Reddit, any of those sites, saying that they didn't have at least a Q1 2022. So my expectation was no one never got that day and date time frame ever for that delivery date. The earliest was probably Q1 2022, and then it was just spread out. But yeah, man, it's unfortunate because you know how it is with technology, man. Things get outdated quick. So
Yeah.
the longer they delay this, who knows? Competitors and stuff, can come around, and this was supposed to be the start of something, something beautiful, man. But we gotta wait.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Steam Deck
Nvidia's
boys.
Steam Deck boys, man, gotta wait. Steam Deck, but yeah, maybe the Nvidia Shield 2 will come out. Because remember, did they try that first one? It was just kind of Wasn't it like a purely streaming handheld or some shit like that? Adam,
Yeah,
you talking
Which
about
one?
the
Which one?
Nvidia Shield, the handheld?
Oh yeah, they had one, and it didn't go anywhere. But they did have a handheld one. I do have a Shield, but I have their set top box.
Yeah.
Their Shield, like their Shield box type thing. So I love it. It's great. It's running. It's Android. It's Android TV, and it's always updating. It's got all the cool features, all the great apps. And what I was surprised is that Xbox Game Pass is not on there. I was like, oh, well, once that comes out, that's going to be great. No, you could side load it, but you're still side loading like a tablet version. It's not specifically made for it. And I don't understand the issue, because especially with this has, I forgot, a 1 point something gigahertz processor. I mean, there's plenty of RAM and memory to run this thing. So I just don't know why it's not on there. But yeah, no, I love my Shield. And they did have a little handheld that didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, especially since what's it called? Shield uses Android, right?
Yeah.
So it is on Android Game Pass. That is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with Adam. It's pretty weird why it's not there.
Yeah. Pretty.
And other
disappointing
games on
stuff,
there, and then what's also on there, we've got well, it's all tied into it, but the GeForce service is on there, and I was using that for a while before they started pulling all the games that I like to play.
Oh.
Yeah, remember they had Street Fighter and stuff. Capcom pulled out.
Yeah, they had a bunch of people pull out.
Bethesda pulled all their games. I mean, the only serious games that are worth playing, I did play a little bit, was Division. The Ubisoft games are still up there, and you can play those through the cloud. But
yeah. So I mean, when do you think we'll actually get these things now? Like, they said February, but do you think that's gonna?
That's probably going to be for the first batch of people that were supposed to get it this holiday.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming for us it's going to be what, third quarter,
something like that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think I was quarter 2.
We were second quarter.
Yeah, it was second quarter. Yeah.
So if we stick with that logic of the pushing of 2 months, everybody, then that's pushing us toward third quarter.
Dang.
So, by the way, shout out to Fergus Mills, man.
You're always, man.
Mills. So yeah, so mine was Q1 2022, and right after I got that email, I went to Steam, and then I checked my Steam thing, and then it got delayed to Q2 2022. So yeah, everyone getting pushed back. I'm not, what Q2 2022 is what March, after March through
like
June?
April through at the end of June, right? Yeah, I believe.
June,
yeah.
So yeah, I honestly I don't expect it until probably June, July timeframe. Yeah. It's crazy though. I got the email, I posted it, like I didn't see anyone on Twitter post anything. I'm like, oh shit, am I gonna break news? And then as soon as I took the picture, like my timeline it flooded, like literally flooded with just a bunch of those news. And I'm like, damn, everyone got that email.
Remember, I got that email. The first thing I did was I put that in our group chat. I was like, look at this shit.
Yeah. Now, it was funny. Some insider stuff, because I'm working out of the office now, right? So next to us are the laptop mag people, right? And we just heard them mumbling something like, "Oh shit!" Like they all just started mumbling stuff, right? And then my boss, he's like, "Oh, Steam Deck got delayed," and then I get a message, "Tony, can you cover this?" I'm like, "Shit." This is the thing I don't want to cover. I mean, it was going to cover gaming again, but it's like, this is horrible news, man. I was upset, But yeah, we have to wait, man. But you're right, Carlos. I didn't think about it. It's like, yo, the further it gets delayed, the more obsolete some of the shit inside of it's gonna get.
They better add a better processor, but if this shit gets delayed later.
Okay, I have a potentially dumb question.
Uh-oh.
The chip shortage would have happened even without the Rona, right?
No.
Like the two aren't related whatsoever. So.
No.
Like,
no, because it's the shortages from the factories that didn't have.
I thought it's because they didn't have enough minerals.
No. Well, that was happening, but remember, it's like a lot of the factories and mining and all those processes got put on hold. Then when they started kicking in, there was such a big demand because everyone that's working from home started gobbling up all the PCs.
Yeah.
PCs, laptops, things that usually they said don't even sell, were selling. So then now they have to mass produce all of those.
Oh, and there weren't enough people to produce
there wasn't
it.
Enough.
Oh, okay. So it is related then. Okay.
Yeah, it's a trickle down, and then look what's going on with in California. All those tankers that are just stacked up, waiting to unload.
You know how many PlayStation 5s they got in there, man?
Probably.
No, you're right. Because I was just like, are they really? Yeah, they are related. It's like fucking insane.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I mean, it's not even just like a lot of these companies. A lot of these companies are producing the items that they're supposed to produce, but there's an abundance of inventory that the people are asking for that they just can't compensate for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what Adam mentioned with the chip shortages, it's like everything has a chip now. Cars have chips, PCs and everything, and people in the GPU shortages. Like, it's crazy because people are mining with it. It's nuts, man.
Yeah, think about it. For over a year, when they were like, okay, school at home, that's great. Now go get a laptop. And then a lot of kids use their phones. They didn't have a laptop.
Yeah.
So then now you got schools gobbling up, buying all these laptops all over the world.
That's right.
So there's more chips, and those are laptops that usually no one would go and buy. I'm like, oh, who's going to get this HP shit? Well, a school just needs like 5,000 of them now.
Yeah.
And that's just one school
because they ship them to the kids, right?
Yeah, they give them to the kids. So my daughter, she had hers, but so she had it for that full year, and then when she's done, she brings it back in, and that's it. But they still own it. It wasn't a rental. The school had to buy these laptops, and think of all the companies that did it. My company as well. I mean, I have a work laptop that was brand new out the box when the shit hit the fan. So that's that wild. All plays into it.
I mean, think about it. Like, last year was the first time, correct me if I'm wrong about this, the first time that I can recall where motherfuckers were lining up outside of Micro Centers at midnight trying to get graphics cards. I've never seen anything like that before, So
it's been years. The GPU stuff has been going on for years.
Yeah, but like on that level, like it's crazy, man. It's all connected.
Yeah, it's we were heading into a hill where it was going to be tougher to climb up, and we just decided that we wanted to get there at a faster rate.
Yeah,
and we just couldn't handle it. The fucking Rona it's crazy, man. It threw an iceberg in the middle of everything.
Yeah. Yo, Logic Wins, man. What are you talking about, bro? He's like, a Micro Center still around? Bro, they just opened up one by me like 4 years ago, man. It's fantastic.
The Logic Wins is thinking about Circuit City. He's like, yo, man.
I think that's what he's thinking about, Little Circuit City, bro. Micro Center still.
USA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you think about them, By the way, that's a whole other thing. I just learned that Cracker Barrel is a restaurant chain.
I was like, shit, what? You didn't know?
No, I thought it was cheese. Oh. I thought it was fucking cheese.
No, it's not cheese.
Yeah, because somebody posted. I'm completely off topic right now, but somebody posted this video of like, oh, millennials have never tasted, never went to Cracker Barrel. I'm like, I'm not a millennial. I've never even heard of this place. I'm like, isn't that fucking cheese? And then it turns out it's some like Midwestern shit. It's like, oh yeah, Tony,
it's
or Southern thing,
I mean, it's in most states besides New York.
Exactly. Yeah, some people told me, it's like, dude, if you leave New York, they're all over the place. I'm like, yeah, Like I don't go
It's
anywhere
just
but California. Like all again, I it's funny because when you heard the term flyover states, right? I used to think, man, that's fucking derogatory, But then when I started going to LA, I'm like, oh yeah, they are the flyover states. You fly over them.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
don't.
what it
Fly,
is.
I've never been to any of those states.
People don't really go there, so they just fly over.
Yeah, exactly. Like the furthest south I've ever been, not counting Dominican Republic, obviously, is fucking North Carolina. Some people don't even consider that the South.
Oh, whoa,
wait, you were in New Orleans. Come on, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, before New Orleans, you're right. That's the South. You're right about that. But New Orleans is special, though, man. Very special.
New Orleans.
South, man. It
is the South. It is the South, but it's a different kind of South.
Well, it's the South with a twist.
With a twist, exactly. Instead of a bunch of Hicks, you get a bunch of French people.
That's
and pissing
Louisiana.
Women,
Yeah, Louisiana. It does have a lot of that there.
Yeah.
I think it's just New Orleans that's a little bit
Nolans, yeah, for
Nolans,
sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure with those swap dudes, yeah.
Yeah.
But my point is, like, I don't really travel to these states, so I'm like, Cracker Barrel. I'm like, that's the cheese, right? Nope. Turns out it's an actual restaurant chain. I don't know how the fuck I got off topic with this, but yeah, pretty crazy stuff.
Because you want some cheese. That's why.
Cheese would be nice, Anyway, anything else about the Steam Deck?
No, but I went to a Cracker Barrel like 2 years ago.
How was that food, man?
I just hope that.
Bring it back.
Well, not even so much with this, but that was one of the issues that I brought up last week also about when they announced the rating system of what games are going to be fully compatible on it.
Oh, Proton DB?
Yeah, well, that's not even accurate. That's just from people testing it.
Uh-oh.
They have their own version. Remember I sent it. They announced they have a little video and everything.
Oh, yeah,
showing, yeah. Steam has their own little green checkbox that's going to be put on the display image of games that are fully compatible, and then ones that aren't, or if they just don't work at all, it'll,
But that makes sense though, because the Proton DB stuff is just it's a community.
Yeah, it's a community, right? So that sounds great. This whole thing that they introduced, but there's a big but. That feature only pops up on the store version that's running on the Steam Deck, and we don't have a Steam Deck. So why not just add that feature onto Steam proper itself, like the app, or from the phone or whatever, on all their other platforms? Just add it to the store, so that way people can start building up their collection and they say, hey, wow, so-and-so game is on sale during this Black Friday deal. Should I pick it up because I want to get some? Oh wait, it has a green checkbox. Okay, so now I know that's going to work. So yes, I will pick that up.
Well, I think that's an issue, because if you're advertising a game that works and the community is not correct about it, then the onus is on Valve to for that. It could be false advertisement.
Well, that's the whole reason why they're coming up with their checkbox. That checkbox is officially from Valve. That's Valve. Yeah. They said they sent out dev kits to all the publishers for every game that's on the Steam store, and it's up to them to make it fully compatible.
Yeah. Oh, that went the wrong way, the wrong pipe, didn't it, Adam?
Whoa!
Yeah.
So I mean, if they have this extra time, they should at least give something to the people, and that's something that I think we all need to know. And because it would suck. It sucks that it's like, oh, that's great that feature is going to be there on the Steam Deck store itself, the game, but we don't have it in hand. So what's the point? Let's get ready for it. Let's build that hype, and I'm sure there's certain games that people would like to play. I'm like, can I play that on Go? Would that work? Oh wow, it's got a little green checkbox. Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Well, because you also gotta take this into account. By the time people who aren't in the know and aren't fucking nerds get their hands on this thing, that'll be 2020. We'll have that little check mark on the Steam library.
Yeah.
Even in that interview, they said the games they think that will probably not work at all are the ones that just are not supported anymore. Let's say the devs just don't work on it anymore. They're gone, or publishers or whatever. You know what I mean? It's been picked up by another studio that's just porting the shit over. Look at all these Telltale games. They're not working on them. The owner group that has it, they're still releasing them on platforms, but there's no new work being added. I doubt if anyone's going to start patching it up to make it fully compatible on the Steam Deck.
Yeah. I mean, that I was just thinking about this now. It's like that's one of the kind of benefits about this delay because what's about around the corner, man? Steam sales, right? Pick up a bunch of games. So by the time you get your Steam Deck, you'll be good to go.
That's
and
what
probably
I'm
by
saying.
then there'll be more compatible games too. You know?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like if they already know, then let's get the ball rolling. Start adding those check boxes now. Let's do this.
Yeah, get them check boxes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Green check boxes.
Green check box. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Green check box.
All right, man. Good stuff. Let's move on. What do we talk about next? Oh, we got to talk about Horizon. Not Zero Dawn, though. Forza Horizon, Fifth. So it reached 4.5 billion players, and apparently it's the biggest success on Game Pass, which is pretty cool, Obviously, there were some haters talking shit. Oh, they ain't sales, though. They ain't sales. And there's some other goofery that happened that we'll bring up later. But, because this kind of related to a question we got on the Questions podcast, where it's like, is this the game that's going to make Game Pass big? I don't know about that, but it's definitely what Microsoft wanted, It's like a huge ultra game coming on Game Pass day one. And this is like the first Xbox exclusive that's come out in a long time. I'm talking about genuine first-party exclusive, So pretty exciting stuff, man. And it also goes to, speak about how we should measure. We've talked about this on the show before. How do you measure like success on Game Pass? Because it's not on sales. The game, we don't know how many copies it sold, obviously. But that's going to be a new metric for sure. And from at least based on what I saw on my timeline, people seem to be loving it, So good on them. So has anybody here played the Forzas?
Yeah, I played the intro part where you get to see all the different levels and the different areas that you get to go through. So I just barely started with the actual open world, and it looks nice. It runs great on my
PC.
Yeah, man, it runs pretty good. It looks very pretty, man. But I can't wait to delve more deeper into the game. So, I'm the only upsetting thing is the game starts with a narrator that I'm assuming is Mexican.
Hey,
he speaks a lot. He doesn't say "way" once. That's just wrong, man.
Oh, that's a red flag.
Accurate.
Yeah,
that's a red flag, man. Mm-hmm. So that's the only complaint I have so far. Other than that, the game looks freaking great. I actually want to try it on because I've been playing it on my my ultra wide monitor, but I also want to try it on the Xbox Series X. 4K. Yep.
Yeah. Serious,
on the Series X. On that 4K, man, I'm pretty sure that's gonna look amazing as well. So, but yeah, it looks great, runs great, but it's it's Playground Games and it's Forza Horizon. It smells great. You don't really expect this game to not be
No, exactly. They always deliver, all of them, whether it's a motorsport or even a.
Yeah, I want to read this. Yeah, go ahead.
To quote a famous philosopher, it's Playground Games.
Oh man, I want to quote Uncle Phil real quick. We've invested for years in Xbox so more people can play. With 4.5 million players so far across PC, cloud, and console. Forza Horizon 5 shows that promise coming to life. Largest launch day for Xbox Game Pass game. Peak concurrent is 3 times higher than Forza Horizon 4. Thank you. So yeah, pretty crazy. So Forza Horizon 4 saw 2 million players in its first week. Pretty crazy.
So I had for the 360, I had a racing wheel, the official Microsoft racing wheel. That shit cost me $2 and change, pretty penny. This is like with the motorsport version, with your little flipper, and it's got the pedals, it's got the force feedback. I mean, this was awesome.
You got a layaway plan?
No, they did, and I got it, and I was so thrilled. Like, yeah, I loved it. So anyway, years passed. I moved. I gave it to my brother. He put it in the bag. He's like, yeah, I'll use it one day, whatever. So now here we are, and I was talking with the buddy of mine. He's like, yeah, I think I want to get a wheel. And I was like, yeah, I remember I had so much fun with the wheel. It's always great for racing games. So I want to play this game. And I was like, where's that wheel? So I hit up my brother. I'm like, you have it? He's like, I don't know where it is. And then I asked my mother, I'm like, do you know it was in a bag? She's like, oh, it's in the garage. I know where. So anyway, she's going to send it to me. So that way I can play Forza with the wheel. Break out the wheel. Just strap it on. I'm looking forward to it.
Give me the wheel!
Give me the wheels. I'm getting my wheel back. But have you ever played with a racing wheel, Tony?
I try to. Those things are kind of cumbersome, man. You know.
Yeah. Well, you got to do some. You got to have to have a good desk. I had a coffee table and it has a little bolting thing that you can tighten in, and it's got pedals. I mean, you gotta have to use the gas pedal and all that stuff. But it's really cool, especially with the feedback, because it's not just a rumble. It's like when you're going off track, or if a car hits you, the wheel will like go. Let's say if someone hits you from the right side, you'll start swinging toward the left side. You're like, and you have to try to control the car. It's awesome.
Yeah, now the next thing they need to do is like create a full bodysuit for you, Adam.
Oh,
so when you get hit, you really feel it.
I was just watching Ready Player One during dinner with my daughter, and remember there's that scene where he starts showing he's got the super suit, the X1, and it's got that bilateral treadmill thing that he was on running. I was like, I want all of that. I want that now. That's shit. What the hell?
Oh man. But yeah, any other thoughts on the Forzas? Because I want to get to the fanboy aspect. I have to talk about it, man. All right.
The sounds of it, Playground Games just did really good.
Yeah.
Like everywhere that I've seen, like there's lots of praise coming in. So that's really good. And looking at the Steam, it's like third highest on the top sales on Steam. So it's doing well there. It's also like it's also like the top highest, the third highest, and like the seventh highest on Windows Store, because they had like 3 versions. So I guess it's still selling wherever Microsoft puts it. So that's good. Again, I'm not surprised that Microsoft is quite happy with this. Seeing everyone's just like, oh, it's great, it's lovely, everyone loves it, and yeah.
All right, Brian, since you're our official Twitch checker guy, let's see how this is doing right now on Twitch, man. You know,
can do.
Yeah, and toss in that other game too. Oh man. So and this is becoming a trend that I don't like. With when it comes to fanboys, like they'll like do things in the game that you're not really supposed to be doing, and then say that's bad game design. Like I saw this one video for Forza Horizon where this dude was like, because I guess the AI in the game moves away from the car or whatever. So this dude was chasing a dog around like in a circle, right? And he's like, "Yo, this dog's stupid. Why does it just go in a circle? Oh, it's not even leaving prints in the mud." I'm like, it's a racing game. You race. You don't chase dogs, bro.
You're not supposed to be killing animals. That's not the.
Yeah, it's insane. And, this all ties into what we saw earlier. It's like somebody shot the tires off cars in Halo Infinite. The tires exploded. And they were like, oh, but look what they did in Grand Theft Auto 4. When you shoot the tires, the air comes out. This is whack. I'm like, bro, if you're busy shooting tires in Halo Infinite, someone's going to shoot you in the back of the head. You're an easy target. That's not what you're supposed to be doing, man. Mm-hmm. Or like, like, oh, look, Kratos can't even chop down random trees. Bad game design. Like, why you Kratos chopping down trees, bro? Like, there's monsters behind you. Go kill them, Yeah. Like
I didn't see a puddle in this trailer.
Right? Where the puddles?
Where's the puddle? Yeah, exactly. Where's the puddles? Where's the puddles? It's like, are we really doing this? Like, I don't know. Because it seems to me like it's just a bunch of fanboys trying to get you because they don't, and in this case specifically, because they don't like the praise that Forza Horizon is getting, Actually, let's see. How much praise is it getting, Brian? How many viewers does it have, if you checked?
It has quite a lot of viewers. It has 51,900 viewers.
That's pretty damn
good. That's almost as many as we have.
Yeah, right? Imagine that shit. If we had that many viewers, we could all quit our day jobs, man. Shit. Right, that's dope.
And if you want a comparison, Fortnite has 54,000. So it's only like 3,000 or 2,000 less than Fortnite.
Wait, are these real people?
I think so. Somehow GTA has 95,000 viewers.
Because it's GTA.
GTA 5. No, GTA 5 has 95,000 viewers. The question is, how does it have that many viewers since everyone has the game like 6 times?
Yes.
Because when they're not playing themselves, they're watching others play. They're just obsessed.
Insane.
Yo, man,
Yeah.
I'm playing this on my TV on Xbox Series X. Shit looking good.
Oh shit. On your Sirius X, you know.
Yo, man, I didn't know this thing had. I guess these are real people that I'm racing. Like I'm just driving.
Yeah, you get to ride. Yeah,
they do. It's ghost avatars. It's what do they call it? Drivatars.
Drivatars. Yeah.
They do.
That's a cool feature they have in those games.
That is an awesome feature. So and if you have any moron friends on your list that'll purposely try to ram every other car off the road, so then that way when you have them as your drivatar, they're in your race, just like smashing everyone. But yeah, it's fun to race against your buddies because it goes based off of their stats.
Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Anyway, I think anything else you guys want to say about Forza Horizons?
I don't think so, but I have a really nice segue if the next topic is what I think it is.
Okay.
I have no idea here, guys. I'm just guessing.
I think it's the one after this.
Oh, but it's a good segue because this is.
Well, we can move it up. Nothing's written in stone, man.
Yeah,
okay,
Just Dance 2022 is out, and
okay, so Twitch numbers for the other games. Firstly, Destruction All Stars. There's a whole total of, get this, 0 people playing it.
Oh man!
For Twitch, hence it has 0 viewers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then the other game has 209 viewers, and that is Marvel's Avengers.
Yep. Actually, that's not on the docket because we already actually talked about this already last week. Yeah, Spider-Man's in it. You know, like okay.
Yeah, but they made the trailer, and
but again,
some comments.
That's what I was saying before.
Yeah, but it's like, do we really need to talk about that trailer? Like, no one cares about this game anymore, you know?
Not really.
It's dead, Jim, you know?
It's pretty much the break. Was it break glass if for emergency? That's what Spider-Man is.
Yeah. No, you're right about that, but, you know, whatever, who cares at this point? You know, nothing works with this game. Stop it. Just go play Guardians of the Galaxy instead. How about that?
Come and get you.
They didn't get Tom Holland to do the voice, right?
By the way,
no, it sounds like the Spider-Man from the PlayStation game.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Oh,
almost forgot something, man.
Who you forgetting?
Hold on, is the Chiron still up for Forza? Yes, it is. Perfect. Did you guys see how like a bunch of like influencer people got the Forza Horizon controller?
Okay.
Did you guys see that or no?
What? No, it's just a controller, that colorful one.
Yeah, did you see that?
I saw the controller. I didn't see them get it though.
Yeah.
I see you reaching for something.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I always feel weird about posting stuff. Like, if people can't buy this shit, what's the point, right?
No, you could buy it.
You can?
Yeah.
Anyway,
mine. He
there you go. I got this shit, boy. You know,
that should look nice.
It's crazy, right?
What is this?
Oh, I just realized something. I've never opened this before. Does this mean it's time for an unboxing?
What is it? Which one is it? Is it the Forza one?
Yeah, check it out, Adam.
Okay. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. People can buy it. You can pre-order.
Oh, you can't? Perfect. Okay, so this is what you'll get if you buy this thing, you know? But yeah, a bunch of people. I got this on. When the fuck did I get this? On Monday, I think. I wasn't even expecting. What the fuck is this shit? It's like, ooh, controller. It's a little. Honestly, though, it's a little bit too colorful for my taste. But
yeah, it's very
cool.
colorful.
You know me. I don't like the colors and all that.
I'm really surprised they didn't do the wheel.
Yo, what you trying to say, Tony? What you trying to say?
I am a nightmare.
All right, so let's open this up. Okay, I like that. That's cool. Opens up and magic happens. Dun, dun, dun. I should probably embiggen this screen. There we go.
Embiggen.
Yo, let me embiggen this.
You remember that from The Simpsons? Embiggen. You know, get to see my hairy ass arms. You know. All right, so we got. Oh, put this down. All right, so we got the controller here, and of course, this is Xbox. If I could get them out, no, they're stuck in there. X gonna give it to you. Oh, the batteries fell out. I was gonna bring out the batteries, but there you go. Let's see. So it looks like somebody
wouldn't have that problem if it was a DualShock.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, the grips feel nice. You know. Get to check those out. Right on the back, where's that little There we go. Horizon. See that? Ooh, the grips, bro. This is actually pretty legit. Yeah, the batteries fell out. They're down there somewhere. You know.
Are the batteries colorful also? Or
no, they're just regular Duracells. You know.
Them up.
Yeah.
Microsoft.
The Sesame Street edition.
Yeah, and if you need to see the inside, you know. Oh man, USB-C. You down with USB-C? Yeah, you know me. Here we go. See people. The only thing I don't like about Xbox controllers is that they're white in the back.
You mean you don't like white?
You don't like white? What you trying to say? What you trying to say, man?
Mine isn't white. I got this one. This gray one here.
Yeah,
see? And it's not. White.
Oh wait, what is this?
Oh, you got a twist.
Is there a code? There's a code in here for something.
Show the code.
I'm not going to show the code. I don't know what this code is for. I mean, the code's in the back. I can show this, but what the hell is this?
Looks like they gave the game.
No, they don't give you the game.
No, they don't give you the game.
Game Pass, maybe?
Yeah, maybe it's like a month of Game Pass or something, so you can play.
I think it looks like it's DLC for the game. Cool. I mean, think if you have Game Pass, you got the game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it literally says game add-on. All right, so it's DLC. Cool. Comes with DLC. And if you need to, your instructions for how to operate your controller.
Oh, you don't know.
What's this button?
You don't know. You don't know.
I mean, everybody. If you get the console, unless you get it through a third party on eBay, something that didn't come with a controller, everybody has one.
Yeah,
you should know how to use it. The pairing button. That's the only thing I can think could confuse.
Yeah, I already got 3 of these fucking controllers. You know.
Yeah, I got a couple.
So yeah, good stuff. Forza Horizon. All right, what's the next story here? I think I'm going to move up the GTA up the queue. Adam, you've been playing it, right? The trilogy.
Yeah, on Switch.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, man?
So far, so good. It definitely looks cleaner, but we noticed that it was going to look cleaner from the previews that they provided. Definitely looks good. Driving around, there's pop-ins, but that pop-in was there before. You know, if you're going too fast, making sharp turns, as I'm doing, trying to get away from the police, and I'm seeing some buildings off in the distance. It's an old game, but it's still fun. And the controls, the fact that it plays like GTA 5, it's all there. It just has that, it's Grand Theft Auto, the modern version. It doesn't have that blocky control style that it used to have, and just can't go back to that. And I think they noticed that if there was any change to make to these games, that's the key one, which is the controls. What are we doing? We're playing the games. As we know from, there was an interview with one of the producers over at USA Today, and he talked about how they incorporated some assets from GTA 5. We got refrigerators, trees, and a few other things just to fill up the world. And just, hey, if you have the ability to do it and it's not really going to hinder the game's performance, then why not? Because if not, then they would have to redo those textures and make other adjustments. So just reuse the assets that you have.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's going to be an Easter egg hunt for anyone who's bored. See what other things that you can find that were not in the original that are in here. Because I'm sure there's going to be tons.
Probably a bunch of them, yeah.
You know, exactly. It's probably a bunch of, but it's great. It's fun to play these games, especially, you know, I like to play my Switch in handheld. That's my preferred. I got the OLED. That's what I want to do, and it's what I always wanted, because even when we had GTA on the Vita. That was Liberty City Stories. Remember, that wasn't the full game. That wasn't the full experience. And here it is now. Now we have it. And even Chinatown Wars and all that wasn't what I really wanted. And now we have it on the go. So I'm thrilled with it. I want to keep playing it and just go through it. And I can see myself replaying all 3 of them.
Oh, shit.
Why not? Why not? I'm starting though with Vice City though, because that was my favorite out of the 3. Yeah. And from there, I'll probably do San Andreas. All right, maybe I'll backtrack. I don't know if I could play GTA 3 again, because your guy doesn't talk. He's a mime. You know, he's mute.
He's a mime.
You know, and that whole thing, I just can't. I can't deal with that.
Respect Claude, man.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know, but it's there. What I did notice that was interesting. I don't know if anybody else. Well, probably it's the same for everyone. If anyone in the chat has it on consoles, the other consoles, Xbox, PlayStation, it downloads as 3 separate games. So it's not so much when I heard trilogy, just like most games that do have trilogies, that's like Legendary, Mass Effect, all this stuff. It's all in a nice interface. It's a nice package. You can select the game you want. We've seen that with a bunch of other trilogy sets like the Mega Man stuff. That's not the case here. They're just as 3 separate games. So you'll purchase as one package, but you're getting 3 different games. And they don't even interconnect, so there's no shared menu system of like, if I back out of San Andreas, let me go into Vice. No, you got to close that game, go to the other one. And then I saw that San Andreas is going to be released, if not already, on Game Pass.
Yeah, it is on Game Pass. Yeah,
and that one's by itself, and I don't understand. They're not even advertising that. So if you're gonna,
we talked about it before. It's so weird. It's like Xbox gets San Andreas right on Game Pass, and then PlayStation gets GTA 3 on PS Now. Yeah. So weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird, and they're not really talking about that. And it's like, well, I'm assuming that the reason why they have it broken up the way they do is because they do eventually have plans to sell them individually.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
And that's probably why. They were like, all right, we could have it in and make a nice little menu and do the whole thing and link them, or why waste the time? Let's just dump it all as separate games, and then that way, if we decide to sell them individually. Because that was another thing that I did see in Reddit and a few other ones that, people bitch about everything. And they're like, well, I only like San Andreas. Why do I have to buy the whole set for the other two? I'm never going to play them, blah, blah, blah. And then people are like, well, then go to Game Pass and do some. I don't want to go there. You can't make everybody happy. But it is weird because even when, especially on the Switch, we've seen a bunch of bundle sets, if you will. They had the BioShock one with 1, 2, and then, of course, with the third one, and with Borderlands. But you could, even at launch, you could buy them all together, or you could buy them separate. And that's not an option, so who knows when that's going to be available. But, yeah, that's the only other little thing that I noticed that was weird. But overall, it's fun. It's great. The controls are great. It's Grand Theft Auto, man. And if you grew up with these games, I'm sure you'll get all kinds of flashbacks. That's what I've been getting, a lot of flashbacks of different times in my life playing these games. I remember GTA 3, when that came out, I was working at Software Etc. Before it turned into a GameStop, when it was, and that coming in and playing that, and then later on in life with the Vice City and San Andreas and all those on the PS2, and it's a different time, but it's fun. And if you've never played it, it's worth playing. Definitely worth playing.
I do want to kind of go over some of the graphical changes, though. Let's see if I can share my screen correctly so you guys can see some of this. Oh, here we go. Will this work is the question. Yes, it does. All right, guys. You see this? This is the entire thread right now. All right, so we're going to go here. So this is, that was CJ's girlfriend, or one of them, so look at her. We look at, this one is crazy. Look at this. I don't know. Did that stop working? Oh, okay, it stopped working as soon as I clicked on it. But basically,
a 7 was there, and they put a 9.
Yeah, let me go back to it. No, when I clicked on it, like to enlarge the picture, it went away. Oh,
okay.
Complaining about it, or
no? But look at it; you can see it, like But there's a 7 there, and then he just posted a 9 for whatever reason.
And it probably reused the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this sucks because if I click on this thing, it's gonna change it. See if look at this one. Look at these cholos right here, man.
Oh boy,
cholos.
Like look what they did to these dudes. This one's pretty brutal right here.
Look how they mess.
Like what? Yeah, look at right here. Like what? How is that even possible?
Well, I mean, his arms used to do weird shit in general when they got on. So now it's like you get to see all the issues because his arms probably got to stretch out to fit the bike.
That's right. Yeah. This one, the lady has a weird face. Another one with a weird face. This one I found interesting. You can now see Mount Chiliad from whatchamacallit, from Grove Street because there's no fog in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to be able to see that. Like the second picture shows you how far Mount Chiliad is. Like because there's the fog and stuff. These are just
also,
like reactions now, but yeah.
Also probably not only that because of the fog, but also the draw distance is
The
a
draw
lot better
distance,
than
yeah,
in game.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Adam, have you noticed any weird stuff like that?
The faces look different, but I knew that coming into it because just following all the news and noticing that they made the changes when they were showing not just the environments but to the character models. Some people bitched. I don't care because for me it was so much of that. It was the story, the voice acting. It was great. Ray Liotta and all of that. It's still there. So I haven't seen anything weird that's just like, hey, what the hell's going on there? I'm sure I'll come across it. It's
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be perfect.
Not everything is there though. Some music is missing.
Oh, I'm sure it's the very expensive stuff.
Well,
I don't think it's expensive because Rockstar could afford it. I think it's more like some artists don't want to be on there. Who knows?
Yeah, it's licensing, and this is we were talking about that off air. It's like it's a lot of times when they reach out to whether the label or most of the time it's the label and they say, yeah, we need this song. It's like, oh well, that group is no longer with us, not under the label, and then so you have to find the group, and then maybe all the members aren't together or don't get along, and then you have to try to figure out who owns the rights to that song. It's just a lot of hassle that these guys just won't bother with. They'd rather just deal with a specific label. That's why EA uses a lot of the same songs in most of the games, because they'll work with a particular studio, Warner Brothers or whatever. It's all right, Warner Brothers Records, give us a bunch of songs and that's it. That's what we'll do. So it's tricky when we saw this even with Alan Wake. Remember, for a while, a few years back, they got pulled from Steam because it was a song issue. One track on there, and they didn't have the rights to it, and they had to do a whole dispute. It's crazy. So I'm not surprised, because what was it? You came across the Ozzy was gone?
Yeah,
right?
so no Ozzy Osbourne in either Vice City or San Andreas. Here's the funny thing about the San Andreas one, right? So the song he had on there was Hellraiser. Motorhead did the exact same song. They should have just had the Motorhead version instead to do a replacement, So yeah, some tracks on here. No Michael Jackson songs anymore. They're all gone,
Now, did they add new tracks? Because
I don't know if they added new tracks.
When Tony Hawk 1 and 2 released, they even said, that some groups broke up. We can't track them down. We don't know. We can't add these songs, but we're going to replace them. And they did. They put like double the amount of tracks. So I'm wondering if they added any new tracks from that time period.
I don't know if they did, but this is kind of interesting. So apparently these same tracks were taken out of the mobile versions that came out. It says a number of tracks were removed from Vice City and San Andreas when the games were re-released on iOS, Android, and PS Classics, PS3, and PS4. And Rockstar says those tracks will still be missing in Definitive Edition. So these are the same ones missing from, because the games were re-released a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have cars. Oh no!
Yeah, my God.
The one I found weird is they got rid of a Love Fist song. I'm like, Love Fist is a fake band created for the game. Yeah. So I'm guessing they the artists, they probably can't.
Whoever wrote it.
It's probably the performers. They couldn't get in contact with them.
Just one Love Fist song, by the way. They have the other Love Fist songs in there. It's just one specific song that's missing.
It could be also it could also be the content of the song. Too.
Maybe could be that. What I'm thinking is maybe
the quality of the audio.
Well, no, I mean, but my guess is I could be wrong. My guess is like somebody probably wrote that song specifically. And they can't find them. So what else is missing here? They don't have they don't have Japanese Boy anymore. I think I'm turning Japanese. They don't have that. That could be content.
Some people find it. Some people find it offensive now. You know how things are now.
Yeah. Oh no, Billie Jean, man.
Well, yeah, that's the Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Over on San Andreas, what are we missing here? Tom Petty.
Before you get to that,
what's up?
What about the "And I Run so far away"?
I haven't come across
Thankfully, that is still in there because that's like the Vice City song.
That was in the commercials.
Yeah, exactly. And I run. Yeah, no, that's still in there. That's still in there. Thankfully, Oh, they don't have Video Kill the Radio Star anymore. Oh man, fucking it up. Oh, I didn't realize I had a Two Live Crew song in Vice City. Oh, that must have been when they were starting. Can't stop, get it, don't stop, get it, Doodoo Brown. Remember those shit, man? Oh man! All right, this San Andreas. What are you missing here? They got Tom Petty song, "Running Down a Dream," Joe Cocker, Black Harmony. I didn't like the San Andreas soundtrack as much as I liked Vice City. NWA, express yourself.
Is that missing?
Oh, that's missing. Yeah.
Damn.
But remember that song had that line, "Don't express yourself," from an older song. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't have "Killing in the Name of" from Rage Against the Machine anymore.
Yeah, maybe the team.
No James Brown songs at all
and that
here.
group sounds, yeah.
What? No James Brown?
No James Brown. No George Clinton.
But it doesn't. All right, so it's saying all the things they removed, but they
No, it didn't say anything about adding.
They had to.
No, I don't think so. They don't have to.
They don't have to do a damn.
They don't have to do shit, bro.
Because then that means
they gotta have something.
In the game. How many
Carlos
songs
Market
in there if they're removing a bunch of them?
Yeah.
Right.
No, they didn't. They don't have to do nothing. They still got plenty of songs there.
Well, that's it. I don't know if they have plenty of songs. I don't know how many songs do they have in total. Did they say?
Yeah, I'm just glad Anthrax is still in there. And Slayer,
Metal Thrashing Mad.
Thrashing Mad. Yeah, that's still in there. But yeah, so I don't know. After some stuff, I don't know if I want to get this now.
Oh,
yeah.
songs?
Not because of the songs, but like the other stuff too. I'm like, the graphics don't look as good as I thought they were gonna look. You know what I mean? Like I was like, you can't keep the fog in there. Like Jesus, like. It's always weird when games do that, like to move the fog that was there. It's like that's ambiance, man, and it's LA supposed to be fucking hazy,
I don't like it. I didn't like it even. Remember when we were playing the Division 2? We didn't have that, and then when they added, it pissed me off.
Yeah,
I'm like, shit. We had that. Remember that draw distance was ridiculous. We could see people from miles away, and then all of a sudden we jumped. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Is someone smoking? Is something burning?
Yeah,
and they just changed it. They added all that.
No, I like that shit. It adds atmosphere, No, but it's like LA needs to have that, man.
Oh, the people that live there, they don't want it. They wish they could get that shit to get scrubbed away.
Yeah.
Did you talk about how they removed some of the cheats?
Oh, yeah, I know we did not talk about that. What's going on, Brian? You fill me in, man.
Yeah, they apparently removed some of the cheats for technical reasons. I don't know what technical reasons are because it makes
hot coffee,
sense.
I never used any of the cheats. Which cheats did they remove? To
I don't know which ones,
5 stars or to drop tanks, that type of shit.
Left down, right up, left down, right up. Is it that one?
Yeah.
I don't know which ones exactly, but after I read that, I'm like, no, I'm not going to touch this. Like, this is
because of cheats.
No, because of everything else. This was the straw that broke the back. Because again, I totally said, like, the weird glitches, the character models, and whatnot. It's just like, it just doesn't feel like the same game. Like, it just doesn't feel the same, and it just feels really sloppy to me.
It feels better if you on the control side because it's using the GTA 5 ones. So if anything, that's a big improvement in the gameplay department.
True, but at the same time, why? Like, it just feels really rushed out to market, and I don't think. I honestly don't think that they gave it as much time as it should have gotten. Because again,
agree.
If they made everything like the same quality and everything was lovely and polished and everything was great, then yeah, it's fine. But there's just lots of things here and there that tar the whole experience. And the thing with the cheats, I was like, okay, I think now I'm done with that because again, the cheats were part of the fun. Like after you finish playing the game, then you add the cheats in there. You do some wacky stuff because again, you beat the game, you've got all the stuff. So add in some cheats and have some fun. That was GTA. Like that's how you enjoyed yourself with GTA before GTA Online was a thing. You're just doing some cheats and went crazy.
But cheats are still there, which is just which ones are not there. Maybe it's ones that you never used. I remember they had a lot of cheats. I never bothered. I had a buddy who knew some of them by heart or whichever way. I just remember him dropping tanks and putting 5 stars and getting all the weapons and stuff and just causing chaos.
I had so many cheats. Like GTA San Andreas had 3 different cheats for weapons because they had like so many weapons in that game. So yeah, I'll probably just play it on Game Pass and then just never touch it again because again, I don't see the point. And lucky enough for me, I have the originals on Steam, so at least then when the Steam Deck comes out, I'll play those.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, right there you could do that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully those work. Remember, we need those green check boxes now. Now we gotta look up the fucking check boxes.
Yeah. Oh, real quick shout out to Chancleta Mangu, who's joining us in the chat right now. What's going on, brother? Armando, awesome having you on Throwdown recently. I am Papa Rick. What's going on to you, Greg? Nice shouting out everybody in the chat right now, man. We got Logic Links, Mighty Nerd.
Smooth.
You know, yeah, man. Yeah, very smooth. Yes, hot coffee was a real thing, man. But the thing is, you had to like. Was it? It was like hidden in the code.
You need a game. You need a Game Shark for that.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Like, it wasn't just accessible.
An area that you can just find, and that
Yeah, yeah. So it wasn't like just there. Like, oh, what do you do? It's like you have to dig deep.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, Brian, I didn't know about the cheats. That's disappointing too, bro. Fuck.
You use cheats too. We always talk about
not
gamer with
yeah.
The cheats.
Well, there's a difference. If you're streaming a game and you're using cheats, that's a different story. If you're doing it on your own, whatever, who cares? But if you're streaming it and then presenting that as the actual game, that's a problem. At least in my opinion. I use them sometimes, but not really, because I like doing it on my own. Like, I want to get the 5 stars on my own. I want to get the tank on my own. That's what happens when the 5 stars come, right? They roll in with the tanks. They're like, okay, let me, get this guy out of the tank, because it could be tricky. Then I get in the tank, and then I start killing shit. You make games out of that. And then San Andreas, I would like, was that a cheat or not? Yes, it was a cheat. Never mind. The jet, right? I would spawn a jet on top of my house, right? And then I go to Area 51 and start shit with the military. Have dog fights over fucking Area 51. But you have to be careful how where you fly, because if you fly directly over it, they'll blow your ass up.
That was GTA 4, same thing.
Yeah,
certain airspace you couldn't fly over. And 5-2. Remember when we were playing heights and stuff? Like, oh, going too far off. What do you mean going too far? And then getting shot up. Down. Yeah.
Yep, that happens, man.
But it brings the feels. At least on my end, it still brings the feels, and it made me happy, and it put a smile on my face. That's
again, I was hyped for it. I mean, maybe I'll get it eventually, but it's like, because I was actually kind of hyped for it, and then I'm hearing all this stuff like, oh, because I agree with Brian. It feels like they rushed it out there. I understand the music not being there. I get that, but some of the stuff, like, you could have put a little bit more care into this.
For the avenue.
Yeah, right. Shit. All right, man. And last story of the night. Talk about your boy Geoff Keighley. Excuse me.
Friend of the show. Shout out
the original. By the way, shout out to Torrance, man. He brought the Warzone back for one night only.
It was in space.
It was in space. That's what he called it. It was in space. Yeah, like, oh, we are back to you. We're here in space. And Hip Hop Gamer was there. And when I tuned in, Mega Jack was, I'm like, where's this dude been? Mr. Torrance, Mr. Romulan. That's what he used to call me.
Mr. Romulan.
Mr. Romulan
from Star Trek.
Oh, I work at Strip Club. Logic wins. Yeah, the Torrance had a one-off Warzone on Twitter Spaces. He's gonna post it on YouTube, so don't worry about that. If it's not already up. But shout out to Torrance, man. I'm telling you, man. A lot of these current gaming podcasts, even Throwdown, owes their existence to fucking Warzone, man. Especially the more raunchier ones out there. You know who I'm talking about. They're basically just the Warzone. They're doing exactly what the Warzone did like 15 years ago. It's crazy. So shout out to Torrance, man. But anyway, let's talk about Geoff Keighley. That, by the way, for you guys who don't know, that's where we got the whole "excuse me" thing. Excuse me. That's Torrance doing impersonation of Geoff Keighley.
Yes. There's more to that.
There's more to it. We're not going to get into it, but yeah, he basically was trying to get Geoff Keighley's attention. Geoff Keighley wasn't paying any attention to him. It was on Twitter, and then Torrance said something derogatory towards Geoff Keighley. Geoff Keighley response with "excuse me," right? And then that Warzone that week, Warzone was always on Friday. Torrance was recounting the story. He's like, and then he replied to me with "excuse me."
Didn't he block him right after that?
Yeah, oh yeah, he blocked him. Mm-hmm. So just the way Torrance said it was just so hilarious. Oh man. Anyway, so Mr. Geoff Keighley, he was interviewed by Epic Games, out of all people. Talk about the Game Awards. We'll talk about the main thing here because he says there's not going to be any NFT stuff, which I find funny. But okay, a little bit of a weird mix-up. So reports came out. IGN reported specifically that Geoff Keighley says there's going to be 40 to 50 games announced during the Game Awards, right, or revealed, whatever, right? Geoff Keighley replies to the tweet saying, "I never said that." But if you go to the Epic interview, right, it's all written. He does say that right there, 40 to 50 games.
Wait, but that's it. Maybe whoever wrote it misheard.
Yeah. It's written. It's right there. All you have to do is just
write it. Someone else wrote it. Maybe that's what he's trying to say.
Maybe. Fair enough.
Yeah, maybe the guy took it the wrong way. And it's like, he said about 40, 50. He's like, no, I told you 20, 30. Yeah, but I got to make it sound good. Juicy.
But now he says that he said double digits. There
you go.
That's what he says. But so either way, but here's the thing: double digits, new games, right? But 40 to 50 games overall. So we're gonna get a lot of shit. If that number's true, we're getting a lot of shit that we already know exists. It's transcribed. I mean, it's over on Epic's wherever the fuck you got it from. Here we go. I'm not gonna post it here, but yeah, this is from Epic. They interviewed him.
I didn't know they did interviews at Epic.
I didn't know. Oh, whoa! Look
whoa!
This is interesting. Look who interviewed him. Manny, our boy, Mr. Brian Crescente.
Mr. Crescente.
I'm a little confused. Yeah, right. I'm a little confused by this. I was like, is he working for Epic? Is he their journalist?
Well, he's been a bit of a gypsy as of late, though.
Well, he has. Yeah, ever since the whole Vice Gaming shut down.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were gonna say. Oh, look who interviewed him, Mike Ibarra. Apparently, he's the CEO of Epic, also.
Oh, really? Well, he is. No, he's not.
He stumbled into the CEO of Blizzard Games.
Yeah, right.
Or Blizzard Activision. That's just crazy.
Yeah. I mean, as always, we will be covering the Game Awards. But anyway, let's get to the juicy part here. Because I just find that interesting. Where is this thing? There's one new technology the Game Awards won't be chasing. Let me go back. I'm reading this from a PC Gamer, by the way. And while the Game Awards viewership is apparently massive, reaching a whopping 83 million live stream viewers in 2020, damn. Keighley said that he's looking to expand audiences even further by bringing the show into, you guessed it, the metaverse. Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's going to be on the metaverse.
Facebook.
Yeah. Well, the metaverse is like a virtual world. I'm like, this is Second Life then, or PlayStation Home.
Isn't metaverse the fucking... That's Facebook.
No. They renamed themselves to Meta. Metaverse has been going on before Facebook even changed their name to that. The metaverse really, it became mainstream, I guess, or at least hit the zeitgeist this year. But it's been around for a little bit.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. But anyway, so this is what Keighley says. We're thinking about what we can do in Florentine Creative, what we can do in Core. So it's early days with that stuff, but I do think in 5 years, more people will watch our show or participate in our show from within a kind of real-time 3D environment than just watch a traditional video feed. Then PlayStation tried to do this with PlayStation Home and PlayStation.
They've all tried it at some point.
Yeah. Then he goes, we're not going to do any NFT stuff.
Well, because a lot of sites are doing that. They're trying to say, just for this event, and like a picture of everybody together or some shit. And
yeah.
The NFT
and then you can sell the NFT.
Yeah, they sell it. I mean, if they want to be nice, they'll be like, we're going to sell this for some nonprofit or something. But most of them, they don't do that. It's all profit.
Yeah. The metaverse.
No, Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. I still don't even know what the hell to make of the metaverse. I'm like, because it sounds like Second Life,
What about happened to Second Life?
It may still be around,
Still around.
It's probably, it's like
it's got to be a small neighborhood where everybody knows each other now. It was supposed to be a whole other world, but I'm sure there's a handful of people that are keeping it alive.
By the way, the reason I was laughing because I clicked on, because, it had a link to Metaverse. This is an article posted by PC Gamer. The headline, the headline is literally "The Metaverse is bullshit." And they're a future company. I'm like, can we get away with that at Top Sky? Oh man, that is funny. And this is the strap. You're not losing your mind. It really does sound like a worse version of the internet. And they have a picture of Johnny Mnemonic there as the lead image. That is funny. The metaverse is bullshit because it already exists and it's called the internet. I mean, yeah.
Well, it's like with everything. There's always evolutions to things. I mean, you remember how the internet was when we first started using it?
Like all the web pages, series of tubes,
going in Merc,
it was a series of tubes.
IRC,
but like, it's like
it
was essentially like most of the websites were newspaper equivalent pages, just online, and then it
didn't do video. Yeah, Real Player, which was garbage. Remember?
I love these H2 cat. Yeah, when was that? Carlos? No, when was that? When was that?
Early 2000s, late 90s.
The metaverse is bullshit because tech moguls missed the part where cyberpunk is dystopian. Oh man. I gotta read this whole. This is okay. It's an opinion piece, obviously. More than NFTs or cryptocurrency or any of the other brain melting nonsense tied up with the tech landscape of 2021. This is the part that truly makes me want to stick my entire fist in my mouth and bite down. The push to create the metaverse, at least from companies like Epic and Facebook, seem entirely built on a teenage boy's reading of Snow Crash, zeroing in on the awesome vision of future technology while totally missing the book's satirical skewering of capitalism. Oh man. Look at Zuckerberg. So
this was written after the Facebook stuff.
This was written or at least updated 13 days ago. So it would be around that time. West Fenland. Yeah. I think this. I don't know what to make of this, to be honest.
Yeah, and I think if anyone has a concrete opinion or on the metaverse, then they're kind of full of shit because no one knows what the fuck this is gonna be.
Yeah.
Whenever it comes to fruition, if it comes to fruition. So it's hard, man. It's
By the way, this is a passage from Neuromancer. By the way, 1984. This book came out. This is a description of cyberspace, or the Matrix, as they called it in the book. It's a consensual hallucination experienced daily by billions of legitimate operators in every nation, a graphic representation of data abstracted from the banks of every computer in the human system, unthinkable complexity, lines of light range in non-space of the mind, clusters and constellations of data like city lights receding. Yeah, sounds like a virtual world, I mean, that's what an MMO is, basically. You go in there, you live and shit, You
spend time in there. Now think about it. Now with everyone working remote, you are working from there. You're working in the virtual space.
Yeah. This is from Snow Crash 1992. This is explaining catfishing in a way. Your avatar can look any way you want it to, up to the limitation of your equipment. If you're ugly, you can make your avatar beautiful. If you've just gotten out of bed, your avatar can still be wearing beautiful clothes and professionally applied makeup. You can look like a gorilla or a dragon or a giant talking penis in a metaverse. He said the metaverse in 1992. Shit, But then again, where do you think these guys got that name from? They got it from these fucking books,
Well, yeah, I remember Bill Gates many years. It was also in the 90s. He wrote a book called The Road Ahead, and this is before the internet even took off. It's still dial-up in its infancy.
Yeah.
And he was saying, soon there'll be stores that you can shop online. There'll be schools. You won't have to worry about geographical issues of, I wish I could attend this school. Now you can do it on the internet. I want to go and buy something at my favorite store, but that's at my old town. Now you can buy. He predicted all, and that was before Amazon.
Yeah, that's right.
Before all of it, and it all came to pass. And I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, man, what didn't come to pass? And the Microsoft Wallet. Yeah. He was talking about making a wallet that had all your information, but it was all digital, and all you had to do was like scan it, and then sort of like a QR system, and that's it. And if it was too far from you, it would deactivate, so that way you didn't have to worry about, I lost my wallet, now someone's gonna steal my identity. No, they can't activate it. That never happened. They never made it.
Yeah,
would have been cool.
I wonder if Katie Couric finally understands what the internet is. Remember that interview in 1984? What is the internet? And you could just tell it was just going over her head.
I thought she was trying to act like, with the viewers. There's always that viewer that's like, what is it going? And she's speaking for the viewer. Because isn't that what they say with the live interviews? You're with the, okay. It's supposed to be, you're doing it for the viewer.
The purpose of these news anchors is to act stupid.
Yeah.
Think about it. Every time you
act, they are. Brian, come on. Brian's right. It's like they're not acting, bro. They're dumb.
Yeah, I mean, well, they are dumb, but even when they know stuff, they still act ignorant. Like even like when you watch interviews with politicians and stuff, they always ask like the same questions like that are the hot beaten topics that it's like, oh, so you like, I'll just give an example. It's like, oh, so you support Medicare for all, so how are you going to pay for that? And like this shit's been asked like a million times, so they always have to ask stupid questions because
is wrestling fake?
Yeah, is wrestling fake?
Right, that's all.
Remember that movie with Sandra Bullock, The Net? It's like,
I think about that movie at least once a week. I feel like that when you're just going outside and feeling real awkward because you haven't been out in like a week or so, and she would only go out every once in a while, but never spend too much time. And she worked for an antivirus. I think it was like Norton Antivirus. That was her thing. She was just creating antiviruses.
But wasn't a movie trying to show us like this is what'll happen to you if you use the internet? All this crazy shit, Oh, look at that, Katie Couric and our boy Brian Gumble, man. I'm Brian Gumble up, motherfucker.
Brian Gumble look like Malcolm X?
Yeah, right. Isn't
his brother also a journalist, like a TV journalist? He does like the HBO Sports or something.
I don't know.
I found it crazy. I was like, wow, both brothers are doing this field.
They're brothers.
On TV, on the telly.
Brett fell asleep, by the way. I'm like, you can come in if you want, Brett. Oh man, that's funny. I make Brian Gumbo look like Malcolm X, that motherfucker. Oh man. But yeah, the metaverse. This is the thing now. Here's the thing about the metaverse. It's not that I understand. Like, we've had this already. It's fucking MMOs, man. We have this shit already. So what is
bell bottoms too? And people forget about that shit. I'm like, oh, look at my wide bottom pants. You mean bell bottoms? What did you call them? So it's like people don't know. They have to be reminded. That's why I remember a history professor. He said everything I'm teaching right now, it seems like it's important about World War II and all, but it doesn't matter because history does repeat itself. And those same people took the same classes and still do the same dumb shit. So get ready. Everything goes full circle. No one learns anything from this. This is pointless. And he was right. Shit just keeps happening. Dumb shit still happens. We still have dictators. Still have a lot of same shit. Same tropes that we learned about not to do and still do them.
Yeah. I don't get this whole metaverse stuff. It's like, okay, or basically my question is, I don't understand why they're trying to push something old as something new. Or what is new about this that we haven't done before yet?
They
like 3D, the word. Man.
It comes back.
What happened, Chris?
It's like 3D. It's like 3D TVs. It just comes back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just come back.
Yeah. Give it a few years. It'll come out again. Oh, look at this. It looks even better now. Go buy the TV.
Think about it, Tony. When we were kids, everybody was testing VR. Sega was testing VR. Everybody. Now we have VR, right? It just keeps coming back around.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. It's just under a new name,
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's
we can't call it Second Life or whatever the fuck metaverse.
Metaverse, yeah.
Does anybody own it? No. Then let's do it.
Yeah, so that's my main thing. I was just like, wait, we've had this already. What the fuck are you talking about? And now, they renamed Facebook to Meta. It's like it's stupid.
Well, I think there's a little more idea of monetization that can have in there, because think about it, when you buy or when people buy in-game currency with real money, think about doing that all the time. I think that's the idea they want with this stuff. It's like you keep paying into a system and you have virtual money.
Yeah. By the way, I tweeted about this the other day. Bitcoins is that basically credits from sci-fi?
Credits.
Like that, like it's just credits from sci-fi shows, then, isn't it? You know, like I'll give you, it was like I'll give you credits. We don't take credits here, only money. You know,
The public credits.
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah. Somebody, like, wait, bitcoins are just credits, man. You know, it's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how credits works. So I wouldn't know how to.
Yeah, no, but because it's all virtual. It's not real.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to gold coins.
Yeah,
gold.
I mean, the U.S. dollar is mostly fake.
Yeah, it is. But at least it's backed. We talk about
not
this,
all-
but at least it's backed by a government. At least it's backed by a government. It's not just like floating.
Well, no, if fiat currency is floating, man, because that it's just if the Federal Reserve says we're gonna print $1 trillion in the next 2 years, then you're essentially your money the money that you're holding right now
it's worthless.
is getting devalued like crazy.
Brian, so how's the euro doing? Because out of all the established
Brian
currencies,
is Brexit.
Well, yeah, Brian's going back to shillings, man.
But that's the most recent, and that got picked up, and I wasn't sure if that was ever going to take off. I remember when they first announced it many, many years ago, but how's that doing? That's more than the pound or most currencies, European currencies, right? Is it still holding up? Is it worth having the euro dollars or euro coins?
I have no idea, and I don't care. We never made the switch, so hence we don't care. Yeah, it's roughly floating around the same amount it always has been. It's like £1 is 1.1 euros, give or take. So it's still there.
The pound and the euro is worth more than the U.S. dollar. Also.
I'm just reading his article. It's fucking hilarious. Games, NFTs, crypto, VR, AR, the blockchain, they're all wrapped up in this idea of a virtually integrated society in which our Fortnite costumes will carry over to our OnlyFans account and we'll never ever have to log off. Oh, man. This shit is crazy. But, Carlos, I just realized that, like you said, most people can't explain the metaverse. I think the people investing billions of dollars also don't know what they're just like, fucking invest.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg did it. We got to do it too. What is it? I don't care. Invest.
And that's the whole conundrum with cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
A lot of people are making millions and billions just investing into these things, and there's you have all these hedge funds that don't know shit about how any of this works, but they want to make as much money, and some are scared to do it, and some are just like, fuck it, put money and hopefully it goes up.
So there's some rich bastards that be like, yeah, invest in anything that you think it's new and that can grow. I don't give a shit. Throw the money.
Yeah, and with the metaverse stuff, it's it's this new, it's like the concept is new, but the overall wraparound of it can be represented in sort of like what you mentioned, a Second Life, any of that kind of stuff, World of Warcraft. It's kind of a easy. It's like the top layer that you can see, like the black box that you can see, but within it's a lot more complicated, and there's just a lot more things that can get done. But it's a hot thing, especially with the whole Facebook stuff.
Yeah.
They're putting it at the forefront, and they're investing. I think they said they're putting like $10 billion for the next few years.
Yeah, they're going in this stuff.
Yeah. So the people are trying to be the first ones to get something. And what that something is, it's still, Facebook did give a presentation of what they think the metaverse is going to be, which is a lot of stuff that's been done, what's been proclaimed before, but especially with the AR stuff. But yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. I just want to know who's going to win so I can invest money on them so I can make the most.
Again, because I'm old, right? I've seen this before. Like I'm wondering, is this going to be like, remember when the internet bubble crashed or whatever, when that shit popped? I'm like, are we going to see another one of these motherfuckers spending all this money, investing all this money, then bam, it's just going to crash in their faces, It could happen. I've heard this song before. They didn't remove it from GTA, it's still in there. It's like I've heard this song before. The net bubble pop,
The .com crash.
Yeah, .com crash. There it is. But yeah, it's like so maybe this one will work. Who knows? Hey, they got VR right finally, right? So maybe this time it'll work.
And
you know,
and the .com bubble crashed, but at the end of the day, .com was the future. It's like so it's like
remember
it crashed.
Keep going.
Okay.
Damn, my man Logic.
Remember the time
go
with
ahead.
Amazon, where Amazon was just books. People don't even know that.
I remember that.
I remember it was just books, and then they were like, oh, they were losing money, and during the bubble that you were talking about, a lot of other sites went out of business. Like, oh, Amazon's definitely going out of business, and they said, we're just going to turn into an online mall. Let's see if that works. And it worked.
Amazon during the .com crash, Amazon went down. And their stock went way down. So you know all these places were affected, but you know Amazon lived to fight another day, and now they're fucking sending fucking Captain Kirk to low Earth orbit.
Right. We see all kinds of weird shit. I mean, we talked about it before, but the whole thing with Netflix, how Blockbuster had their chance. And they passed on it. They're like, well, nobody's going to want to watch movies over the internet and stuff. No. And now look, it could have been easily just been Blockbuster service, no Netflix.
The most popular show in the planet being a Korean show? Not going to believe it.
Not going to believe it. Shit is crazy now, man. All right. Barry Byrne, if you're there, get rid of this fucking asshole in the chat, man. Oh, thank you.
And Logic wins. I do remember BitConnect.
Yeah, BitConnect. My man brought it back. You know.
Yeah. BitConnect was a good one. Good service.
BitConnect. That was a scam.
Oh yeah, huge scam.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking XB Connect.
Oh, no, you're thinking
Connect is for the Xbox, where you can do the backdoor way of playing with your friends. Remember
Xbox Live? Yeah,
it was the XB Connect. That's what I was thinking.
XB Connect.
That's what it's called. Yeah, it was a bootleg version of how to backdoor your way to play with people, so it would make it seem like you're in a local LAN when you're not. And so you can connect online, and I would play with other people online for Halo and Ghost Recon and stuff, and we could do the voice chat and all of that, but we were not on Xbox Live.
See, a form of the metaverse. I don't know what it is. That term just bugs the fuck out of me, man. You know, I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. It's just something about it doesn't seem right. You know. Because isn't that what they were trying to do with these movies, like the like a metaverse of movies and shit? You know.
Well, they always talked about it. I remember from the MCU. It was like the metaverse. How that connects.
Yeah.
The multiverse. That's
it. Multiverse.
Yeah. I don't know.
The what if verse.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, it just seems to me like a bunch of rich motherfuckers chasing trends, you know?
Well, I don't know if you saw it, and I guess it's all connected with this whole thing, too, with the Disney's talking about, we're going to see this massive growth. We're just going to create more Star Wars and Marvel shows.
Look how that worked.
Well, that's it. And an investor during the call came out and he said, well, what makes you think piling more on is going to bring in the new viewers? If what you have now isn't enticing, why do you think piling more of it? And he used an analogy of if a kid is, why would a kid say no to 1 scoop of ice cream, but yes to 2 scoops? They'll take the first one also. Yeah. So it's like you need to bring in more adult content, and they're not about that. They don't want to go down that road.
Yeah, but it's weird. In other countries, they've done that. They have the Star Network that they added onto Disney Plus in other regions, and so they are showing the Fox library. Like they own Die Hard now. They own Predator. They own Aliens. They own all that stuff. They put that stuff on there, but it's only in other regions. So it doesn't make sense for here to go, no, we're not going to do that. It's stupid.
Maybe it's just like distribution deals that just to piggyback off the servers. Like, for example, like Paramount's not in Europe. So all the Discovery and all that stuff, Picard, that's on Netflix over in the UK.
Because they don't have the capability for distribution, but Disney does. Disney is in all these regions.
Oh, okay. But I mean the Stars. You said there was other ones, the Stars.
But they're doing that in like South America, for example. They have that. So you go to a section of Disney Plus and you have the adult content, right?
Oh. Yeah, they should do it. They should do it. And not worry about, oh, well, the kids. Well, then make a little password section. And it's like, oh, if kid clicks on the tab, got to enter a passcode. Just like what you had to do if you wanted to watch Playboy or any of those on cable. What's the parent code?
Yeah, right. Logic Win says Disney will be forced to give us mature content. They just need to lose more subs before realizing it.
It's true.
I guess. All right, man. I think we're done. So let us do some plugs.
Wait, nobody playing Call of Duty? What the fuck?
No, nobody cares about that but you.
I
Man.
think the only two that would be me and Brian. What's up? You playing?
No, Brian's he left that boat a long time ago.
What? Adam, what the hell are you talking
What
about?
do you mean? He loved the last one.
No, we've talked about this.
No, not with Brian.
No,
I haven't played Call of Duty since Modern Warfare. Like
Yeah, but there was only one.
Recent Modern Warfare. Like I didn't play last year's one, which was whatever that was.
Cold War. So
I didn't care. I'm generally out of Call of Duty. Like I clocked out Modern Warfare 2 days, and I only came back for Black Ops and then Modern Warfare Remake, and that's it. So yeah, I'm out.
What the fuck?
Adam, you're the big duty guy, man. You're the big duty head.
I got the big duty.
You got the big duty head. You're the duty head.
I've literally told Adam like 5 times that I bought the game.
Oh damn! He goes right to Brian.
Like every other episode of I Am Negan, we talked about.
So did you play it?
Yo, he skipped you with this, Carl. Just like he skipped you with Gears of War, man.
There's a trend here, man.
I'll tell you this much. I mean, I want to get your insight. I'm not liking this campaign.
I'm gonna start it tomorrow. So
I like the story, but the gameplay aspect of it, it's lacking. A lot of repeat, too early of a repeat. There's certain types of missions, and you're like, okay, like in the other Call of Duties, there's sniper mission, stealth mission, blah blah blah. This is in those chunks, but it's like, a certain type, different type, then back to the other type. I don't want to spoil it, but I'm like, well, I just did this one mission ago. Now I'm doing it again. And then it does another hop, and I'm doing the same over. It's they're not changing up the gameplay, and that's kind of frustrating. I haven't finished the campaign yet, so hopefully it can redeem itself later on. But yeah, I'm not impressed. At least for the campaign, I have not jumped in. My Call of Duty, I have. It's just like when you go and you eat a meal, and there's certain things you eat first before you get to dessert. That's where I am with Call of Duty. I play through the campaign, finish campaign, then I jump into multiplayer, and then I'll do some zombies, and then that's it. Then
when I get to it, I'll let you know, and then you'll probably forget. So, all right.
What are you up to? Wait, are you playing it? I know you have it.
I started tomorrow.
You see, there you go. So that's what I'm saying. I remember you said you had, but you didn't say you were playing it. That's why I thought Brian was playing it, but he's not playing them at all.
So I said that I have it. Brian hasn't played one since Modern Warfare, and you still assumed that it was Brian. All right,
I did.
Let's move on. Manny, you got anything to plug?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. Manny,
no, I've never played Call of Duty.
Wait, no. Oh wait, no, forget it. No, there's something.
What's going on? Okay.
Let me just play your stuff.
Next week is on Tuesday will be the release of. Let me get the little thing here. Nubia and the Amazons number 2. Me and Letha Martinez, Vida Ayala, Stephanie, and all the crew doing it again. So yeah, be sure to check that one out. And other than that, nothing else going on. Oh wait, whoa!
And one more thing.
Next week is Anime NYC on the 19th.
Where at?
I will be at the Jacob Javits Center, and I will be there. I'm vamping currently to tell you what table I will be at.
Yeah. Anime NYC, didn't already have that? It was called New York Comic Con. Because that's all they had at that fucking show. It was just anime. We're like, where are the comics at? It's crazy.
Yes,
well, that's been the case for a long time.
It will be from the 19th to the 21st, and I will be at a table HI.
Oh, there you go.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, HI. Wait, no, that's not an HI. I'll be I1. Excuse me. I'll be a table at I1, which is at the corner, so it'll be really easy to find me. So yeah, if you're in New York,
Or
you wanna
follow
get
him
some-
on Twitter. I'm sure you will post where you're at.
Well, I mean, it's somewhere on the bottom there.
Twitter.
I think it's easier. But yeah, so yeah, if you're in New York or you're going to an enemy you want to see, drop by my table and say what's up.
There you go. Right, Adam, what you got, man? I saw you plugging some stuff on Twitter earlier. You know,
We got a lot of shit. We got a bunch of content over at the Coalition reviews. I did a review of the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on Switch. It's just a straight port. That was the main thing a lot of people want to know. Is anything new and feature? I'm just spoiler right now. No, but it's fun if you're into that. It runs well. We've got another episode of I Am Negan, which is the TWD Universe podcast that I do with Richard Bailey Jr. and also with Carlos Romero.
Oh yes.
Yeah, there we go. So we're covering Fear the Walking Dead, which is great. It's a fun spin-off. Not all spin-offs are on that level, like World Beyond, which is garbage. But that's ending. 3 more episodes and we're done. Never have to worry about that. But yeah, we're up to episode 4 for season 7, Till Death. That's what it's called, Till Death. They got some wrestling in it. They come across a wrestler. It's kind of funny. Not a famous wrestler, but it's the story-wise. So yeah, if you're interested in Walking Dead, anything Walking Dead related, especially when it comes to TV shows, check it out. I Am Negan. It's on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Coalition.com. That's where the K. There you go.
All the good places, man. You know,
Goodies. All the goodie places.
All right, man. You already know. Follow Throwdown on Twitch and Twitter and Discord. We got links, to all that other stuff. Especially if you want to hear. Moppets was throwing some crazy fucking rumors this week. I'm like, where are you finding this stuff?
You can make it up, and then it might catch on.
We are also on every podcast app on the planet, even some I've never heard of. We are on those. Who's giving us money right now, man?
Whoa.
Oh, no, it's not money. He's following. Buff. I can't pronounce it, but thank you for following. Hope you're buff. Throwdownshow.com, past episodes.
R.I.P. to Buff Bagwell's mom, who just passed away.
Oh, who?
Buff Bagwell wrestled his mother. She actually was a tag champion WCW. It was some crazy shit. Storylines, but she did pass away.
It's crazy. And yeah, throw it down, YouTube if you're watching us and you enjoy the content. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell to be notified of when we go live. Well, not live, when the new videos get posted, I'll try to have some throw out your questions clips for you this weekend. I'm very busy at work, So, yeah, links as always down below. So, once again, I was your host, Tony Polanco, and tonight I was joined by Emilio Lopez.
See you later, guys.
Chris Seeley.
Hey, take care, everyone.
Carlos Romero.
This is
Adam Vale.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
And Brian Manjoma.
Happy 10th birthday to Skyrim. Turned 10 today, technically speaking.
That's crazy. For some reason, I thought it was older. Or maybe it just looks older,
Oh.
No, it's just Bethesda games.
No.
Oh.
I mean, it should look old when it came out. Yeah, that's right. All right, people. We'll see you on Sunday. Peace out.
Ladies.
Latest.
peace.